Welcome everyone to our open house pharmaceutics lab demonstration. How are things going? Good. So, what we're going to do today is talk briefly about definition of compounding. What is compounding? So, compounding, and this is one of the compounding labs that we are in. So, compounding is mixing of two or more components into a drug product mixture. Drug product. And what are the various types of drug products that we have, like tablets, capsules, emulsion, suspensions, molded tablets, lollipops? All these are various drug products that we make, and compounding those is essentially termed as, or mixing those, making a drug product is essentially termed as pharmaceutical compounding. And in today's lab, what we're going to do is use one of the basic pharmaceutical compounding component, which is using mortar and pestle, which is kind of a symbol of pharmacy, right? So using mortar and pestle and doing a very simple experiment, we're going to demonstrate how pharmaceutical compounding is done. Okay. The various other ingredients that we will use in this lab will be camphor and menthol. So you're going to do a very simple experiment using those two ingredients and using the mortar and pestle. So the experiment that we're going to do is eutectic mixture. Okay, preparing a eutectic mixture. Anyone has any idea what is a eutectic mixture? What is a eutectic mixture? Go ahead. Great, that's what it is. So essentially it is intimate mixing of two or more ingredients by forceful combination. So there's some of the key ingredients, key terms that are used are forceful and intimate mixing of two or more ingredients that will result in a mixture that will have a melting point lower than the individual components and lower than room temperature. That essentially makes it liquid at room temperature. So in our case, we have camphor and menthol, and when we mix together, it will form a eutectic. And some of the things that we also use is forcing a eutectic. You have to forcefully mix the two things in order to form a eutectic. Now, what is the use of forming a eutectic mixture, especially for compounds or ingredients like camphor and menthol, which are very hard crystalline structure? They are very hard to make it into a powder in mixing with other ingredients like ointment bases or other pharmaceutical bases. So if you can form a eutectic, you can, which is available as a liquid form, you can uniformly mix with other emulsion bases, pharmaceutical bases, ointment bases, etc. Okay, so in our lab today, what we're going to do is you guys take approximately 0.5 grams of each of the ingredients, camphor and menthol, in the mortar using your green spatula, and we'll do a simple process called trituration. Okay, which is essentially circular motion of your pestle and pressing the both ingredients down into the pestle and essentially mixing it. So you're going to go ahead and take approximately 0.5 grams of camphor and menthol and do the process of trituration, and we're going to see what would be the final product like. Okay, go ahead. Approximately. No, you can take approximately just using the green spatula. Take approximately 0.5 grams, maybe a little more for you. A little more. Yep. So remember, eutectics has to be forcefully mixed. So you have to make an intimate mixture by forceful trituration of the two ingredients. So what is the final physical state of the product? Liquid. So mixing two solids, we are getting a eutectic liquid mixture. So what do you guys think? What is the relevance of this lab with respect to School of Pharmacy? what are the things that you really learned about this lab with School of Pharmacy? Number one, using mortar and pestle, how to use a mortar and pestle, right? And then using a simple process called trituration for pharmaceutical compounding, which is mixing up the two ingredients, as well as reducing the particle size. And forming a eutectic mixture, which is a very essential process in order to make uniform mixture of substances that are very hard to grind, like camphor and menthol, with other emulsion bases or pharmaceutical ointment bases. Now, what is the relevance of various drug delivery and dosage form with respect to, or what are the definitions of various drug delivery and dosage forms that we use in pharmacy? What are the various things that we use? Do you have any idea? And that is also a part of pharmaceutics.
Don't you use menthol in cough drops?
We do. So we do a lot of, we use a lot of this. One of the popular uses of this product is in Vicks VapoRub. So the various types of delivery systems and dosage forms that we do compound in pharmaceutics lab are tablets, capsules, ointments, creams, paste, emulsions. And at the same time, there are other various release profiles of dosage forms available in order to extend the release of a drug product, in order to do targeted release of drug product, controlled release of drug product. These are essentially done in order to enhance the bioavailability of the product, in order to improve the stability of the product, in order to serve our special populations like geriatric and pediatric patients, and various other reasons like increasing patient compliance, reducing the frequency of administration from say 3 times a day to once a week or once a month or once a year. So did you guys get an understanding of what are the various things done in pharmaceutical compounding? Any questions you have? No questions? Great students.